The next subcategory, control, side of supply chain risk management, ID.SC-4. Suppliers and third-party partners are routinely assessed using audits, test results, and other forms of evaluations to confirm they are meeting their contractual obligations. You can't really do this unless you followed through on ID.SC-3, where you actually established and implemented appropriate measures designed to meet the actual objectives of the organization's cybersecurity program. But now that we've established that, are we routinely assessing these vendors to their contractual obligations? You can't really hold somebody accountable if it's not inside of some type of a contract or an agreement. So, do you have within cybersecurity or your legal or your procurement groups or even IT now the means to actually govern what is going on with these suppliers? Are they still fulfilling their needs? Did you set a control or an expectation early on or at the beginning of the contract through a master services agreement, MSA, or just within the statement of work? Did you establish that? But now are you governing and managing it on an ongoing basis? Just like any of your other controls internal to your organization, are you governing your suppliers' needs are being met for your organization? This is very important because if you set it at contract and then lo and behold, something happens 9 months, 10 months, 18, 2 years later, and you shouldn't be shocked because you weren't really governing to see if they were actually fulfilling the needs on an ongoing basis. Security is not set and forget. I don't know why people still think that, but when it comes to suppliers or any of your internal controls, this is not just do it once and move on. We need to manage and govern these things. So look to do some type of audits, looking for test results, build it into your contract, build it into your agreements with them. You should be having established relationships with key people inside of these suppliers, especially if they are very important suppliers to you and your organization. Get to know their CISO, get to know their executives, get to know the folks inside of their legal team. Whoever's managing risk for these suppliers, these third parties, they should be on a first name basis with you and or somebody else on your team. They should not only be dealing with procurement at the beginning of the relationship and then never again or only with the business. They should really get to understand who you are, what your expectations are, the program, the risk tolerance of your organization, and they, as a good supplier or vendor to you, should be helping you fulfill your expectations, your goals for your supply chain management. So again, ID.SC-4 suppliers and third-party partners are routinely assessed using audits, test results, or other forms of evaluation confirm they are meeting their contractual obligations.